So hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we will be learning about another library of Python which is PyTorch, and according to machine learning point of view we will be understanding. So let's begin basically with so let's start with what is PyTorch. So PyTorch is an open source Python library developed by Meta for building machine learning and deep learning models. Basically it is widely used for, let me write, it is basically used for first, image classification. Second, object detection. Third, natural language pre-processing. Natural language processing. It is a part of deep learning, if you remember. And next is recommendation system. Next is generative AI. Large language models, which are LLMs. So basically, one thing if you can observe in this, it is basically working with the image and object, NLP, generative AI, LLM. So this is, we can conclude that this is a very powerful library if we know how to utilize it. Okay, so basically PyTorch is known for its easy syntax, dynamic computation graph, and GPU acceleration, making it one of the most popular framework amongst researcher and developer. So not just developer, researcher also use this library, and from the screen you can detect why, because it works on very it is a very powerful library. So basically, why do we, next question must be arising in your mind is, why do we use PyTorch? Why? So first, basically PyTorch help us in build deep learning models, train neural networks, perform automatic differentiation, which is back propagation, and use GPUs for faster training, and you can say that for deploy AI models. I would be writing all of them here so that you can, like, if you are making notes or you want to understand it better. So first one is build deep learning models. So basically that I have used more PyTorch in deep learning as compared to machine learning, but it is also used in machine learning. So that's why I'm making this video. Train neural networks. Next is perform automatic differentiation, which is back propagation. Back. Next is use GPUs for faster training and deploy AI models. So I'm not saying that only here we use PyTorch, but right now I'm remembering only these of this. So we can say that in these cases we definitely use PyTorch. Now we will be covering what are the features of PyTorch. First feature, tensor computation. So basically, PyTorch works with tensor which are smaller, similar to NumPy arrays, but can run on GPU. So basically, the difference between PyTorch and NumPy is like it can run on GPUs, but NumPy can't. So if I write a Python code, I would be explaining with the help of Python code. Suppose I am writing import PyTorch and x is equal to torch dot tensor and 1 comma 2 comma 3. I would be printing x over here. So can you guess what will be the output? It would be tensor of 1 comma 2 comma 3. So basically it's converted into tensor. That's I wanted to say. Second one is it provides GPU support. What I'm trying to say by saying this is training large neural networks become much faster, because as you know that as compared to CPU, GPU is much faster and this library supports GPU. That's why training large neural networks become much faster. Third is dynamic computation graph. What I'm trying to say by saying this, unlike older frameworks, PyTorch creates the computation graph during execution. This makes debugging much easier. As you all know, whenever we make like graphs and all, it becomes very easy for us to do the debugging. So PyTorch does similar to this only. Fourth, automatic differentiation. So, using Autograd, PyTorch automatically calculates gradient required for training, and this is very helpful in real world project. Whenever you will be making like projects, this automatic differentiation of PyTorch will be really helpful. And okay, I forgot how do you can like install PyTorch. Let me go back to it. For installation, you have to write in your terminal or Google Colab, where you are using it doesn't matter. Pip install torch vision, torch audio, and you can check the installation by writing import torch print torch dot underscore underscore version. You can like try all this code in yours. It is not rocket science. Would be that for you to, it is not very difficult to understand. And like you can perform different operation using TensorFlow. Like you can just create it, you can do addition, you can do multiplication. I would explaining you with the help of example. So before doing the addition multiplication operations, let's create a tensor. So for that you can write import torch, next is a is equal to torch dot tensor. I can take any value. Let's keep it easy. 1, 2, 3. B I can take and 4, 5, 6. Simple. Okay. N- Now you can just print it and you can get the answer. Now first operations come addition. So if I write print a plus b, what will be the output? 5, 7 and 9. How? 1 plus 4 is 5, 2 plus 5 is 7, 3 plus 6 is 9. So it is how addition occurs. Now second is multiplication. I am writing print a into b. Similar to like addition, it would give the output as 4, 10, 18. Simple piece of cake. Okay, I will explain. 1 into 4 is 4, 2 into 5 is 10, 3 into 6 is 18. Okay. Now, as I have told you that where is PyTorch used, I would giving you some like in the apart from machine learning, I will be telling you where is PyTorch used. Computer vision, image classification, object detection, facial recognition, medical imaging, NLPs, chatbots, LLMs like GPT for styling the model. Where more? Recommendation systems, as I told you previously. Speech recognition, robotics, and last but not the least, self-driving cars. Now, I will tell you you can be relating this PyTorch with NumPy. So I will tell you the difference between PyTorch versus NumPy. So PyTorch versus NumPy. Here I would be writing feature NumPy and PyTorch. First feature, array. They both have arrays. The PyTorch have array in the form of tensors. Second one, GPU support. PyTorch has it, but do NumPy have GPU support? No. Next, neural network. NumPy won't work, but PyTorch will. Next, automatic gradients. I've told previously also, PyTorch have it, but NumPy doesn't. Deep learning. Here also, PyTorch wins, but NumPy doesn't. Now we'll tell you the advantages of PyTorch library. First advantage, beginner friendly. Second, Pythonic syntax. Third, fast GPU training. Where GPU is involved, you know that the training would be fast, and it's supposed GPU training, so fast GPU training. Automatic differentiation. Next, strong community support. Excellent for research and production. And personally also, I feel the 7 point widely used in AI companies. Now, the part of the video most of you were waiting for, what can be the interview question which can be framed from this library. First one is simple, what is PyTorch? PyTorch is an open source deep learning framework used to build and train neural networks. So mainly it is used in deep learning only. Machine learning part is very less, and but it is a main library of deep learning only. Okay. What is a tensor? And if you have watching this video listening to this video very carefully, you must be knowing what is a tensor. But a tensor is PyTorch primary data structure similar to a NumPy array which support for GPU computation. Where we have also seen that tensor in TensorFlow library, the previous video of this. What is Autograd? So Autograd is PyTorch automatic differentiation engine that computes gradient during back propagation. Okay. And why is PyTorch popular? So basically it is easy to learn, supports dynamic computation graphs, provides GPU acceleration, and is widely used for modern AI research and application. So these were the questions which we can frame from PyTorch. And one more thing is that these are the like libraries. I'm more like in most of the projects of machine learning, deep learning you will be doing, you will be seeing all this library, you will be working on that. That's why I'm not explaining in the video and making a separate video for all this library, because it is not like affiliated to just one project. In many machine learning projects and deep learning projects and generative AI projects we'll be making, we will be seeing all this library, either it is NumPy, pandas, or any of the library. So that's why I'm making separate videos so that you doesn't get confused. I write import torch, you just click that Ayush someone has made the video on I made a video on PyTorch, you just go there and see the video. Okay. So this was from my side, and thank you everyone.